Yes, guys, how we doing? And welcome to this video. As you can see by the title of this video, Alex Belfield leaks James Wales' telephone number live on air. Now, this is a pure breach. James Wales is another radio presenter and he's also been in Big Brother. If you don't know who he is, please check him out. Alex Belfield thought it would be funny to ring James Wales live on air and leaking his telephone number. Now, it could have been a rookie mistake. It could have been, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is this. Now, if I was to ring Alex Belfield live on air and leak his number, you guys would probably say, oh, you've done that on purpose. Remember, James Whale is a radio presenter and Alex Belfield was a radio presenter. Alex Belfield comes across as if he hates all radio presenters now. He doesn't like, he doesn't like anyone in the show business world. He doesn't like celebrities. I feel like Alex has got a real chip on his shoulder for people who are still successful in the entertainment business. Anyway, Alex Belfield, the reason we are investigating him is because I believe he was not true to his word when he was asking for donations. I have got proof and evidence to back it up. I am not just saying this. Going back to where Alex Belfield asked for donations, he was asking for money to sue the BBC. That money has now been raised over £240,000. Alex Belfield says it's going to cost £200,000 to sue the BBC. That's £200,000. Well, Alex has told us all he has £240,000. Why isn't he taking the BBC to court? Now, some people may say, well, you can't take someone to court if they're taking you to court. Well, let me scrap that right there, because it's not the BBC taking Alex to court. It's the BBC employees taking Alex to court. So Alex could, with that £240,000, take the BBC to court right now. There's nothing stopping him, because it's not the BBC taking him to court. So there's lots of evidence coming in, lots of stories coming in. But anyway, I'm about to show you Alex Belfield being a troll. Now, James Wales obviously had to change his number since then. It's just not acceptable, Alex. Very, very sloppy mistake here, and it should not have been aired to the world. Over 7,000, 8,000 people seen and heard this James Wales telephone number. And, real damaging, very, very sloppy reporting there, Alex. And anyway, here it is.
See the
I've got.
of
Let me put that like that.
James Wales, not James Wales. James
I've got James Wales' number here. Shall we phone him live on air? Tarek, shall we?
Give it a go, yeah.
Shall we phone him and ask him why nobody? Let's
live dangerously.
Here we go. Let's phone James Wales live. He'll be on air now. I don't know whether he's in an ad break. Obviously, I'm not listening. Let's see whether he answers, because he'll see who's ringing. Let's see what happens. I'm ringing James Wales live. Look, here we go. Let's see what happens. It's 10:07.
Will they answer?
Let me leave him a message.
Now, to protect James Wales' telephone number, we've muted the audio, so you guys obviously don't get his number. I'm not going to dox him like Alex did.
Now, what are you going to say to him?
Here we go. Hello, James. Mr. Belfield here, star of Stage Screen and my back bedroom. I remember when you used to be big, and my spies tell me as I'm live on here with nearly 6,000 viewers, you only have 299. So what I wanted to do was to get you on, right, with that big boned fella who's next to you, who, is doing a passable impression of sort of Alison Hammond if she had a diet. And
as you've heard yourself, another fat-shaming comment there from Alex.
And I'm wondering whether we could get you some punters by talking about you here at the Voice of Reason. Now, we are live at the moment, and I'm on till 10:30. You see, I'm not like you. I don't want to waffle for 3 hours. I get mine down to 90 minutes and then get off, you see. Now, would you like to call me back? And then I'll give you a plug and try and get you up to 300 viewers, because I know Murdoch would be over the fucking moon, you see, if we could get you to the 300 mark. Now, I'm not saying you're going to meet me. You're not going to make the heady heights of, how many have we got, Tarquin? 560 people watching. Oh, no, I make a mistake. 5,642,000 on average watch this program. So
Tell me this man is not smug as hell. Like, he's got 5,000 people watching him and he's rubbing it into other radio presenters by saying, look at me, look at you, I'm better than you. It's just smug and just doesn't sit right at all. I don't know how people can laugh at this shit. I think it's wrong. I think Alex should realise where he's come from instead of thinking he's Mr. Know-it-all and Mr. Oh, I'm the victim. You're right now ringing another man, Alex, yeah, causing him trouble while he's trying his best.
I'd like to help you, James, because you were my hero, you were my lover. And when we slept together in 1974 at Hallam FM, and we gave a portion, do you remember, to that lovely Vanessa Feltz at the Christmas party at the BBC.
That's it, Alex. You enjoy rubbing with the stars with the BBC over Christmas time while the elderly are sitting there struggling for the heating and struggling to keep warm while you're sitting there partying it up at the BBC. And then you have the audacity to sit here and say you're for us. You're an absolute joke. Biggest hypocrite I've ever known.
I think we had a wonderful time. You laughed at my man's sausage and I said to yours, that reminds me to get some button mushrooms for the omelette. Anyway, James, I better go now. I've been talking for 1:40, and in this time you'll be down to 270 viewers. I wondered how much you were being paid. Would you like to tell me? How much are they paying you? Are they paying you per viewer?
Wow, I cannot believe what I'm listening to. Here's Alex Belfield laughing at another man because he is making more money than him. What is going on in your head, Alex? What is happening? In this video, you are fat-shamed. You're laughing at someone's job. You're taking the piss out of people. This is not comedy, mate. This is not comedy. This is absolutely disgusting. I know people will laugh at you and find it all funny. James Whale has not rang you up and caused you grief. You're ringing him up, doxing his number, laughing at him because you're getting more viewers than him, laughing at him that you're getting more money than him. What's going on? You're bitter. Absolute bitter, and it's wrong.
Is it 10p a viewer or £10 a viewer? Because you're having the last laugh with that big bone fella there. Now, I like him. I like him. He's called Ash. Now, we don't have an Ash here. We have a Tarquin. And Tarquin is forever on his knees. That's why we have him remotely working. And I notice now that you aren't working at Talk Radio anymore. You do it from your mother's back bedroom. So I'm thinking to myself, is there something ambivalentious about the production team that you're nervous, that they find you a bit delicious? Anyway, James, I must go and talk to my audience. How many have we got now, Tarquin? 5,800? Dear God! Right. Love you, James. And there's nothing you can do about it. Would you like one of my mugs, by the way? I am an undisputed national treasure. I don't know whether you've seen those mugs. You should nick the idea. I know you listen to the program and do it tomorrow. You'll be doing today's program here at The Voice of Reason, tomorrow on that little Diddy Talk Radio. What about you going to GB News? They need all the help they can get. It's all right, I'll be done in a minute. What about you going to help Farage out at GB News? I think you'd be wonderful with Julia Hartley-Brewster at breakfast. Now, by the way, what's happened to Paul Ross? He seems like he's eaten Jonathan Ross. He's rather palatial, isn't he? Now, I need to give you some advice, James, some health advice. Don't let him fall on you. He's a big bone boy that makes Ash look anorexic. Anyway, I love you, James. I shall talk to you soon. Ring me back and I'll get you some viewers. Bye-bye.
And there we have it. Alex Belfield quite clearly states, give me a call back so I can get you some viewers. Alex, personally, I think you're bitter. I think you're bitter because you ain't a celebrity. I think you've tried all your life to be a celebrity. That's why you went into radio. You got interviewed with some celebrities. You really wanted to be a celebrity. And every opportunity, I believe, you probably went to an opening of an envelope, to be honest. James Whale's gone on GB News and doing all these TV interviews and stuff, and you've never been accepted because of your attitude and the way it is. I don't know. I just think, Alex, you need to grow up and you need to start answering questions. The people have asked you many a times, not just myself, but many a times, Alex, the first time you did the fundraiser and you raised over £100,000, people want to know why you have not used that money to take the BBC to court. You have now fundraised over £240,000, and again, why have you not taken the BBC to court? You were using that money, quite clear, on the stalking charges. Well, people didn't donate for that, Alex. People give you money for you to take the BBC to court. Remember your GoFundMe? Your GoFundMe was gofundme.com/sue the BBC. That was your GoFundMe. So that tells me that you're trying to sue the BBC. Well, why are you suing them? Because they're not the ones taking you to court. There's 8 people. Some of them did work for the BBC, but some of them didn't. The opportunity is there right now. Start the ball rolling. Take the BBC to court like you said you was going to do, and sue them like you said you was going to do. Why don't you show us all that? I don't think you are. I think you're using that money to get you off 12 counts of stalking. Anyway, guys, that is it. That's what I wanted to show you. Alex Belfield leaking James Whale's telephone number and then plays a victim and all the rest of it. I'm going to leave you with a tweet what Alex Belfield put out last night and then deleted it straight away. You wouldn't believe this, guys. We have told you how much money he's making via Social Blade. This man was celebrating that he's reached 300 million views. 300 million views will calculate up to £600,000. Guys, this is his words, not mine. This is his screenshot, not mine. Check this out. Now, I know some people are going to say, oh, Buzz, but you're just jealous of how much money he's making. No, not at all. I'm putting into perspective of what's going on here. Alex Belfield obviously didn't like the idea of keeping that tweet up because he's now removed it. It was up there for a minute because he's probably realised, oh, God, someone's going to be able to work out how much money I'm making. 299 million views. It's going to be 300 million views by the end of the weekend. I think that's successful. That is great. And fair play to you, Alex. You know, you're getting the word out there. What I don't like the idea of is you sitting there making all this money, yeah, but claiming £240,000 off the British people. I don't like that. I really don't like that because you're making a hell of a lot of money and you know you are. You put this tweet out, not me. That's 300 million views. In money terms, that's like £600,000. That's just AdSense. Okay, that's just the adverts in between the videos. That's nothing to do with PayPal. That's nothing to do with the super chats. That's nothing to do with the memberships. Alex, I just think you need to start being open and honest. Why didn't you keep this tweet up if you weren't going to if you've got nothing to hide? You put it up for a couple of minutes and then deleted it. You've got a big ego. People can see right through it, and I'm seeing definitely right through it. I don't know, mate. I think you need to start being honest, being open. I'm an investigator, bro, and we are investigating you because I really do believe that you are up to no good.